Hey everybody, Scott Adams from Realty Wealth Advisors. I'm flying solo today up here, but I've got two great properties for you for today's showcase. So glad you joined us. I'm going to start with a property that we have in Indianapolis. You may have seen this in the past. We've had this property showcased because we were going to offer it as a BRRRR, which is where a client buys it, renovates it, handles it all themselves basically. And we decided to go ahead and just we didn't have any takers on it. It's a big project, so not really surprising. It's basically a brand new house. It's a complete gut job. So we decided to take on the project ourselves. You're gonna get, it's all new windows, all new siding. It's basically a new exterior already done. We're in the process of putting in all new kitchens, all new baths, new floor plan even. So this is about as close as you can get to a brand new house without it being a brand new house. And this is in a very interesting area of Indianapolis. It's an area that I'd say, as long as 10 years ago, I wouldn't have wanted to own any rental properties down here. It was kind of known as a rental neighborhood, which for us is something we try to stay away from. However, it really started changing about 10 years ago, and in the last 5 years, it's really accelerated. It's kind of the hot part of town, where all the redevelopment is. In fact, when we started this project, both neighbors were being remodeled at the same time. So we kind of waited because it was kind of a mess with all the trucks out there. So this is a pretty neat little area, and it's going to be pretty much a brand new house. And that's available at $145,900, which for that area is just about as low as you're going to find any available properties. They range, well above $200,000 in that range for fairly similar houses. But in order for us to get the numbers to work with rents in the expected $1,250 range, that's kind of the pricing that we felt we had to do. And we were able to get it cheap enough to be able to offer that, kind of pass that along to whoever wants it. So that's a great little house here in Indianapolis. Next up, I have a property in our strongest market right now, which is Evansville, Indiana. It's a place where Clint and I are heavily invested ourselves. We've built a 30,000 square foot commercial building down there. We own a lot of property in Evansville. Neat little market, and this is a neat little house in an area where we happen to have two other rentals we just love this little pocket in Evansville. And this house is really great for a couple of reasons. One, it's real simple. It's a simple brick or a simple one-story ranch, really simply made, which for rentals, boring is better. Lower deferred maintenance. We want to keep this stuff as simple as possible, and it's at a price point for rents that's going to attract a lot of tenants. So we have estimated rents at $975, which for Evansville for us is about as low as we go. And we know how hard it is in Evansville for families, good families in good areas to find a house for under $1,000. So we really expect extremely high demand on this. And we could raise the rent, I think, a little bit more significantly, but we want to make sure to attract the best tenant possible. And we felt like with a price of $104,900, that doing a conservative rent on this, we'd be able to really get the best tenant long-term. Try to keep them in there for as long as we can for you. And I'm not going to go through this long list of what we've done to this house, but it's, new windows, HVAC, brand new kitchen, brand new baths, the usual. It's going to look, our usual materials. We try to be a production builder where every house kind of looks the same, and this one will be no different. It's a great little house in a great little area. It's in a great little area within a great area where we're heavily invested now. We just love it. So at $104,900, we think there's a ton of value in that property for someone. So if you have questions on either of these houses or any others, feel free to reach out to Jamie at rwaproperties.com. She is our sales director. And then you can always see all of our current inventory at realtywealthadvisors.com. Thanks for joining us.